Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. Hope everybody is doing well. This is a tarot reading for Aquarius for the month of June 2023. So if your birthday falls between January 20th and February 18th, you are an Aquarius. My father was an Aquarius, so I know just how, unpredictable and moody some of you Aquarians can be. You certainly like your alone time, that's for sure. Can be a little bit of a loner, but you need that time to reflect and recharge your batteries, and there's nothing wrong with that. You may feel you're a little different, a little eccentric. You might know somebody that's an Aquarius that's like that, but they're very creative, very interesting, maybe in a little bit of an odd way. But it takes all types of personalities to make life interesting. And definitely Aquarians do that. They make life very interesting. They're good problem solvers, but they can be a little bit aloof. They really do like their privacy and their downtime. And that's fine. That's okay. They can be very opinionated, and they have a tendency to appreciate their opinions a little more than others, than other people's opinions. So, it's my way is the correct way. Please listen to me because, I know what I'm talking about. That's kind of the personality of the Aquarian. And when things don't go their way, it can be very frustrating, and some of them can get very depressed. So, and it doesn't take a whole lot to anger an Aquarian. All of a sudden you may find that that person that you love and know is biting your head off because they can just snap like that, right? You Aquarians know that. Maybe they don't even see it coming, but all of a sudden they're just seeing red and they're angry. That can leave you feeling a little stunned if you're, in a relationship with an Aquarian, but they get past things pretty easily unless you betray them. Now, if you betray an Aquarian, they may never forgive you. They have a hard time being forgiving and, getting over hurts. But the good thing is when you're in a relationship and they're in a committed relationship with you, Aquarians, they are totally committed to the relationship and they'll do everything that they can to make it work unless you betray them, right? So that's good to know. Maybe you're working with an Aquarian and they're very creative people. They're very talented. And they're a good work partner too. Just don't get on their bad side, right? And give them lots of space. They don't like to be crowded. But all in all, Aquarians are very loving, kind people. All right, let's take a look about what's going to happen in June. I already have the cards laid out, so I'm not going to shuffle them here on camera. I've already got them ready to go. So the first card that comes is Five of Cups. This June may have you reflecting a lot, Aquarians, and really focusing on the past and what went wrong, a lot of regrets. So, you may be thinking, I wish I wouldn't have made this purchase. I wish I hadn't behaved in this way. I wish I'd gotten the promotion. I wish I'd taken my pet to the vet sooner. I wish I'd bought a home a couple of years ago before the interest rates were high and the market, changed so dramatically. I wish. I wish I'd gone to college or trade school. I wish, there's all kinds of regrets. It's just a month of simmering and thinking about woulda, coulda, shoulda. And that's not very helpful to you, just feeling full of regrets. Maybe a few of you are thinking, I wish I'd have listened to my parents. I wish I would have taken their, recommendation and their guidance. But focusing on regrets and things that you've done in the past isn't helpful to you, it's not going to change anything, right? So for June of 2023, it is really a time for you to start observing what's going right instead of looking in the past. And that's the guidance part of this. Start looking about what you have right there in front of you right now instead of thinking, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? No matter how small or insignificant, you know, anything that you can observe, this is observing in gratitude. So, did you wake up in your bed this morning? You can be grateful for that. I had a place to sleep. I have a place to lay my head down. I have a roof over my head. Did you go grab a cup of coffee? You can be grateful for that cup of coffee. There's so many little insignificant things that we just take for granted. And this is a good month for you to start reflecting on all of them. Did you drive yourself to work? Well, then you got a car. Be grateful you have a car. You can start looking at things in your life that you do have instead of the things that you don't have and the regrets that you made. Think about the things that are going right in your life. Do you have a spouse you're sharing your life with? Be grateful for that. You're in a relationship. Be grateful for that. You have a boss that's kind and generous and, helpful. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for your friends at work. There's so many things that you can look at in a positive way and turn away from the regrets and the sadness in your life. Just observe all the good, positive aspects of your life, and this will help you this month of June. Okay. And when you do that, this is what's going to happen. There's going to be some changes coming up in a big way for you. So it all starts coming at you all at once this June. It's a big shift that's coming. And that is because you've started the shift yourself. You've already started being full of gratitude and looking at your life in a different way. So once you change that perspective, all kinds of good things follow. They really do. And everything starts to fall into place. There is this momentum building here in June, and all your efforts start paying off. So it looks really good. If you have someone you're sharing your life with, well, that will, relationship will grow deeper. There'll be more love there. If you're single, there's a romance on the way here in June. This month, you may feel like, things are happening too quickly. You may feel this momentum and you feel like things are coming at you all at once. But believe me, it's going to be good. So when this starts happening and you feel this change and you feel like everything's coming at you at once, the good news is it's all for the best for you. And when you think of it in that way, then you'll be able to handle it a lot more easily. And that new person in your life, you're just not going to be able to get enough of them. So that's good. All right, the next card, Six of Pentacles. You're really trying to hold on to your money this month of June, and it's inflation. You're worried about it. You're worried about having to pay that gas to get to work and all the increases in the food bill and all that. The kids are home from school now, and you got to pay to keep them fed for lunch. And there's just all these expenses coming at you, and that's part of all the things that are changing. But be thankful that you do have some money under your control and some money that you can hang on to. Create a budget. You'll feel more secure once you do this. Once you write everything down and decide how much you're going to allocate for each area of your life, this will give you a sense of security, and then you'll be able to stick with your budget this month by seeing it all written down on paper. So that's the guidance here, just to live within your budget, control your spending, and this is going to give you a lot of peace this month, and that's something that you need financially. Also, you don't want to be so tight with your money that it starts to make you feel unhappy. So when you're doing this, when you're saying, no, we can't do that, no, we can't do this, no, I'm not getting this, I'm not doing that, I can't go out to eat. When you start saying no, no, no to yourself about everything, that can really make you fall off the budget completely and, just throw it down the toilet, and then you're not any better off than you were before. So you really have to budget in a date night, a fun night. So you do that when you write it all down, when you budget everything out, budget in some fun and some happiness, because that is really going to help you stay in your budget. Because everybody needs a little time to have a good time, to have fun, maybe go out to eat once a week, something like that. When you do that, you'll be protecting yourself and you'll feel more secure in what you're doing. So you'll be able to feel more secure because you know that you have this money allocated for that. And maybe you can't do it every week. Maybe you do it every, a couple of times a month. You go out and do what you want to do and have a good time. It's important to respect the money that you're receiving that's flowing to you. And when you do that, you'll have peace and happiness in your life this month of June. So just for the month of June, please be careful with your money. Don't make any big purchases or make a large investment. Just play it safe for the month of June. And this will give you the peace that you need to feel secure. Okay? All right, guys, love you so much. Please do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.